sure it says make sure everyone is ready for the recording. Nobody has opened their camera, Google. They are all ready, very ready to not be in front of the camera. Cool. Hey, we have Mihika only. Great start, great start. So, hello everyone. This is our third live session. And as I've been talking about, this is the session where we talk about copywriting. And copywriting is a part of content writing. So, before we start, I will be, denoting, or I will be taking blogs, articles, white paper, case studies, and term all together and call them as content writing. And then other part of it is copywriting. So we will denote these two things. Content writing will have blogs, articles, white paper, case studies in under it, and copywriting is different. Although copywriting falls under the big umbrella of content writing. Let me share the screen and we start. By the way, how many of you have seen Deadpool? The recent Deadpool and Wolverine. Mika, I don't expect you to see. You should not see. Others, what about others? Anvika, Sneha, Meghna. Oh, this is all girls gang.
Being a boarder, by the way, good evening. Being a boarder, that's next to impossible right now.
Border as in 10th or 12th board, right? Or
12th
hostel?
board and in hostel.
बढ़िया है फिर तो. Hostel में if you live, then you can watch a lot of movies, no? That's the scene in hostel.
Not really. You need time for that as well. And then right now, annual functions are going on 7th, we are having it. And in our school, like till late night, 11 to 12 o'clock practices go on. So that's there.
Wow. Is anybody performing? I asked this because this dance is being very going very viral, no? Deadpool wala dance. Bye 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 dance. Might have seen. Bye. Mihika, you have deleted. I know you have not seen it. We all know. But that song is great, and the way Deadpool dances, it's not Ryan Reynolds, I believe, but that person who dances wearing the costume. That's great. That's persuasive. People are hooked to it because the character built its authority over others in their mind and everything. Similarly, when we start copywriting, so this is the first, session 9 red carpet for the copyright. Since I set the premise so high with Deadpool, I wanted to talk the first point here. That is, copywriting is a persuasive form of content writing. Till now, we've been talking about articles, blogs, case studies, white paper. We were informing people. In blogs, we were talking about these places that you can visit in Vietnam, in Udaipur, in Indore, in Delhi. We've been talking about different cuisines, reviews about it, and everything. In article, we've been talking a lot of information and a very formal manner and giving them, addressing them issues and calling them out the solutions. In white paper, we're talking about different aspects of the society that can be changed in terms of weather. Also, you can talk about it. Climate also, you can talk about it. And in case studies, we address a problem statement and the measures that were taken, and how the measures were iterated and reiterated every time on different points, and how well it has come out. This is all information that you have been doing. You're not persuading the mind of the reader or the curious soul that is coming to your content. You're just informing, you're adding information, you're adding statistics, you're adding percentage, you're adding different usable information. But in copywriting, you persuade. You use the information to make a room in the mind of people, in the life of people, and in the gallery of people, or maybe cart of different shopping apps or food apps. So, copywriting is a very persuasive form of content writing where you persuade. While content writing, blogs, articles, white paper, case studies, these are all formats of writing, content writing, which inform readers, which develop their vocabulary, which develops their uh, perception, and which exposes them to a lot of authentic representation of data. Whereas copywriting, you use data to persuade, to make your style, to make your mark, make a room in their mind. Now we are informing with content writing to make people feel validated when they go out in the group, to make them loyal. When they go out, they have an information, they share it in the group, they feel validated, and that dopamine kick that they got out of this validation, they will read more about it. They'll come to your website once or twice if you've given good articles, good websites. If your blog is there, like article block is column is there in a newspaper, they will refer more to it. That builds over the time. That trust, that loyalty builds over the time with you as a writer and as a brand. But what brand, how is brand making that loyalty, that partnership with the particular customer, reader, or their audience, is through you. So you have to understand, you're building loyalty. That's a long term game that you're getting into. But in copywriting, once you've persuaded the mind of people, you sell. That's why you're making the space in their mind. You're making the space in their mind to make people aware about the brand, to make people know that this relate with their mindset, their vision, their perspective, and then sell their service, sell their product, the brand's product, the brand service. If you see a lot of um, course people sell, and they sell with a hook saying that if you don't do this, you might be lost out in the maze of professional career options and all. Phalana Dimkana. They try to hook you. That's what persuasion is about. They tend to hit on your emotion or one particular situation around that target audience, and they hook. And after they have hooked you, what are they doing? They're selling you. Just in copywriting, it's not only the script that you run. So in copywriting, your scripts, reel scripts, your ad shoots that you plan, the Instagram post content that you see, which is very persuasive at a lot of times, the captions that you see, the LinkedIn post that you see, the tweets that you see, these are all part of copywriting, where you're persuading the mind of people. And the major difference that comes into content writing and copywriting, while content writing has blogs, articles, and everything, SEO helps this content to reach to the target audience. But in copywriting, you don't have SEO. You are on different social platforms, you are on ads, you are writing the script for the personal branding guy or girl or any of the genders. And you tend to work on that thing where persuasion becomes the part of their identity, and you, as the writer, persuade the audience. And you cannot rely on SEO here. There is no SEO. You just work on, searching most psychological operation to work around, and it brings direct sales. So in blogs also, if you see at some point they are selling you something. So the tone of writing will be same, the choice of word will be the same, but the approach to whole line or two lines will be different. That will get you set to the, to either subscribe to that newsletter, or to go and read another blog of that person, or refer, or whatever they have referred, the content that they have referred. You will be, eager to look at it, and that's where copywriting is actually coming into play. Copywriting is also integrated at these points. The hoardings that you see, they are also part of copywriting. So direct lead generation wala kaam jo hota hai, where you get direct sales leads without optimizing, reaching to the first page of Google, second page of Binge, whatever it is, and then making the brand authority. The long term game is good, but also copywriting, which gets you short term goals achieved, persuasion, brand awareness, and everything comes into copywriting. These four things majorly help you to frame out the copy that you do. So it's copy, copy set, copy pieces. मैं भी गलती करता था कॉपीज बोलने की, कॉपीज नहीं होता है. Now, one thing is very clear: as we consumers of content have evolved, watching a lot of content, we want to have some content that is relatable to our situation, our vision, our thought process, and that is important. That's why I said, right, initially, that a brand is like a persona, a personality to a different target audience, whatever target audience you're targeting to, or different audiences that you're targeting to. That's a personality reaching out, and that personality reaches out to their target audience or audiences in a certain way. So you must convey the tone that you're using, to talk or converse or share your content to the target audience. It should be personalized. You must convey the personalized tone in that particular thing. So it can be talking about current events, let's say farmer protest, or the recent protests that is going on around the very horrible incident of Kolkata, but your target audience is very different. So you talk about the same thing, maybe with an analogy which is relatable to your target audience, or something that they are talking about, and you become a part of it. That's how you personalize, and don't make it about the brand altogether. Make it about them. It's a brand giving opinion at certain points, but it's about the people, what they want to listen. That's what the brand is saying. And these are just examples, okay? Farmer protests and the recent mishap. Brands majorly do not take any stand on these things. Why? Because this is a very sensitive matter, and brands are all businesses. If brands get involved in this, there might be a spectrum who would stand against the brand, for the brand, and there will be a loss of customer acquisition, or whatever customer or leads they have. They might lose them because of these sensitive topics that they hop onto. So your content must convey personalized tone. It should not be very touchy to the sensitive matters from brands end, and at the same time you need to involve into the conversations that your target audience is involved in. This is a spot where you'll have a lot of questions around it, but that spot you need to write and understand how you don't give false claims, and how you also represent the value of a brand. Also, copywriting intends to advertise. जब sales आया, marketing आया, that is related to sales. Like marketing is related to sales, whatever they say. It's good. They are related, but they're different. And while advertising is done to generate leads and make brand awareness, sales is about converting more and more leads, more and more um what should we say, hot customers, hot leads to drive money to the company, to the business. But jab we plan advertisements, we plan campaigns are different set of advertisements that you plan around a simple topic. It can be just IPL, it can just be World Cup. It was recently we had Olympics. Around Olympics there were a lot of brands that hopped into, and they had different hoardings, social media campaigns, TV ads, and YouTube ads differently altogether. These are all campaigns can be, you divide spectrum and you target different avenues from offline to online, or you can just run campaign around two platform, one platform. Your campaign drives the whole idea of what brand wants to deliver to the target audience in a certain way. And that's either short lived, like Olympics. It had an expiry date where the Olympic starts, the campaign starts, Olympic ends, the campaign ends. There are some campaigns which are bigger. You plan it out for next 6 months and you plan it out in stages. You go online, offline, flana, dimkana. And these are long driven campaigns. So these are things, and you also advertise like ad shoots that you're planning, the scripts of that, the ads that you see on Instagram. So the script for that, if it's just a static ad, it's not a video, it's just a post that you see on papers, articles. There are paper ads as well. So paper ads, Instagram ads, you see just a post and you're looking at that particular ad. Writing those copy pieces also comes into advertisements. So in copywriting, when you're persuading people, you're persuading on different levels. You're creating brand awareness, you're advertising your product, you are making brand awareness to a point where they relate to the POV and to the vision of the brand in their own way, in personalized tone. You write scripts with copywriting, you write banner ads for copyright with copywriting. You do all of these things while making two major motives, that is, either you are advertising the product where your main generation would be to make drive either awareness or sales, and you market things where your main aim is to drive awareness around the product, the service which is recently launched, and also get more people to watch the sales thing. परफेक्ट है? अभी तक ऐसा सब सेटल इन हो रहा है दिमाग में, या वो बाउंसर ऊपर निकल गया सब?
No, like whenever you're saying something, my mind is kind of relating with all the things that are related with whatever you're saying. Yeah, it is
Well,
something.
great. So you are getting it then. That's great. And in this thing, it's essential while you're doing copywriting. You don't have SEO to reach the right audience, so it becomes very important to capture the idea or attention of your audience. Today, I don't know why I'm fumbling more. There was a girl, no, in initial first session, she said that she doesn't go to stage because she is scared of fumbling and all.
She was I don't know, I think she was some head of the drama club.
Mm-hmm. She's not here right now, right?
Unfortunately, I think. Maybe she is.
It's okay. So I just wanted to say I fumble a lot. If you're watching the online, you just see in last 20 minutes I fumbled like a lot. So it, when you don't have any SEO, you have to still reach to a point where you are making people aware about your brand, making it personalized for them, and making people want to try your brand. It becomes important to capture their attention. And to capture their attention, you'll have to become the part of their conversation. You'll have to go scroll through comments. You'll have to go and look out for things on Reddit, Twitter. Like, these are the two places where the trends actually take uh, take the stand. Reddit to still takes a lot of credit for that. Reddit community is very strong community. So it's essential to capture the audience attention. It cannot be something that you feel is very wow, will capture the attention of the audience. No, it's not like that. It's audience, not you, who will be watching it. So look at the spaces where they would want to get attached to, hooked to. And for that, you should not make any false claims. Copywriting is never about making false claims. Like Lakshmi Chit Fund, 25 din paisa double.
Nestle also.
Yeah.
Nestle very famous.
So you should not make false claims. You need to be very aware about that thing, because at the end of the day, it comes to the writer that you said it will be a great thing to do, and not us. So these are two examples of how copywriting can be used. Bad days happen, a very personalized approach, that connecting to an emotion, making people think of it. And also, as writers, you need to imagine how, you need to visualize how you want it to be there. It will not come, very very fluently to you at first, but you have to put in efforts to also understand, right, every time, that how should my ad look like when I'm writing, so that it captures the attention of the audience, because design also plays an important role with your content. If this bad days happen would have been written in this font size of the following line, that is, at least your stuff will be dry, it was not readable, it did not capture the attention, and also the background of rain pouring down, which shows bad days happen, would not have made any sense. You need to understand, visualize, assume that oh, this thing can be look, can enhance my copy that I have written. And the other is paper copywriting, where there's Volkswagen का छोटा सा car, Beetle car, वो छोटा सा उन्होंने दूर रख दिया है. They have given small writing which says, small heading which says think small. Now when you read it, they say our little car isn't so much novelty anymore. A couple of dozen college kids don't try to squeeze into it. The guy at the gas station doesn't ask where the gas goes. Nobody even stares at our Shopee. In fact, some people who drive our little fare don't even think 32 miles to the gallon is going any great guns. Or using 5 pins of oil instead of 5 quarters, or never needing antifreeze, or rocking up to 40,000 miles on a set of tires. They have listed out every possible specification, and in a very engaging way, in a very conversational way. They now justify it. That's
They're like
because, sorry?
they're like stating everything and then asking us to consider, like, think again. Is it your like your loss if you don't take the opportunity?
Yeah. And they justify the human behavior as well. No, they say that that's because once you get used to some of our economies, you don't even think about them anymore, except when you squeeze into small parking spot, renew small insurance, pay small repair bill, or trade in your old Volkswagen for a new one. Think it over. They made it very clear. They made a person, it's the brand who is talking to people. Our little car isn't so much of a novelty anymore. Yeah, I mean, come on. Couple dozen college kids now don't try to squeeze in. What's this? Gas station wala person also doesn't ask us that, where's the gas going on. And 32 miles to the gallon is a great average, but now people don't find it great thing. So the brand, they made the brand a person who's talking about this thing, complaining about the consumer. Now if you look at it from brands perspective, they're complaining about the consumer and also making them think of, you can squeeze into small parking spot. You don't have to give a lot of insurance bill, repair bill, and you can also renew, give your old Volkswagen for a new Volkswagen. Think it over. So this is all part of persuasive content. And in this type of content, when you're writing this type of copywriting, doing this type of copywriting, you need to structure every line in a way that makes person go through another line and make it an easy thing for them. If you see, they have made one liners only, and they have given space after every line that is finished. They've just entered and wrote another sentence, then another sentence, then another sentence, not a whole paragraph all at once. And that drives you. Our little car isn't so much a novelty anymore. Now why? Couple of dozen college kids don't try to squeeze inside it. Okay. Gas station doesn't ask. Nobody stares. So this is all building up. These are all questions sort of thing coming up. And then they give the answer. That's because once you get used to our economies. There's one more I will show you. Yeah. This was written for MG Motors when they started their wing in India, and they wanted to hire females for their technical roles. So they started out by saying women don't get cars, and a full stop there. Okay, emphasize on that. Women's don't get cars. Try saying that to Meera Arda. Meera hasn't even passed out from school yet, but that doesn't stop this young racer from Vadodara from becoming the first Indian female driver to compete in one of the highest classes of Formula racing in the country. A national champion in the Indy Kart National Series, she was also named Formula 4 Rookie Champion of year 2016. Meera has a whole slew of awards to her name: Outstanding Women in Motorsports, Outstanding Women Performance Driver, and first place at the High Lion Extreme TSD Off-Roading Rally being some of them. To say women don't get cars would be silly. To say that to Meera would be asking for trouble. We are MG Motors, and we are on the lookout of our very own Miras, Sabas, Debanjanas, Saras, and Nehas. In short, women with drive. Our positions are open across purchase, product engineering, and manufacturing, and a caboodle of other functions. Point your browser to mgmotors.co.in to apply. The way we see it, since the beginning of time, there's only been one rightful place for women, and that's the driver's seat. You see how it generates the energy in you, especially all girls gang who is here. Does it persuade you with the headline it has?
It's like it's
The headline is
provoking us with why can't women get cars? Think it over. See this case, why aren't you getting a car right this instant?
Hmm, true. That's what persuasive type of writing is all about. That is copywriting, and years of practicing of it. So, just a minute. You might have seen a lot of ads, newspaper ads like this as well, right? Where people are persuading.
there was this recent I don't think it was recent, but there was an ad on the newspaper. It was like, coffee is not a question, it is an answer to yes or no. Yeah.
Mm. Which brand?
Let me think. I think I have it. 1 second, please.
Yeah, yeah. मीका के पीछे ऐसे लाइट आ रही है तो ऐसा लग रहा है बिल्कुल इल्यूमाइंड सोल.
No, okay, so it was from some brand named as Slay Coffee. Slay
Okay,
Coffee. Yeah.
nice. And coffee's answer to the things. Great, I will look into Slay Coffee now.
It is the answer. You should never question Slay Coffee.
Achha, okay. You have the piece, you can share it to me, the link of it. Or I have to.
Pardon, I could not hear you.
If you have the link to it,
Oh,
you can share it with us here in the chat, maybe, or later on in the
yeah.
group, in the WhatsApp group, also you can share.
This was on the newspaper. I'll try looking it on the web.
It's okay. Cool. Now let's on moving forward. These are four major fundamentals that we should look into when we are trying to make the copy effective. The first, you start by putting efforts to convey benefits to your audience. You research, you go about different topics, different styles, different situations that they're talking about, different trends they are into. By they, I mean the target audience that you want to talk to. And then you need to give them the kind of satisfaction they are looking for. And to give them satisfaction, uh, just a minute. And to give them satisfaction, you need to start writing. And when you start writing, after putting the efforts, you need to put efforts to convey, write a compelling and crisp headline. Bad days happen, women don't get cars, think small. These are these are compelling headlines, right? Crisp and compelling headlines. Then you bound the readers by their choice. Now it's not about what a brand wants to say, it's about the people. Once you've written a crisp compelling headline, their attention is there. And then if you make it a sales pitch, it might not work. But if you talk about what people want, they want to listen, that will be great. If they want to listen how women are actually proving themselves as not, you know, what the heading was all about, women don't get cars, people are provoked to see that. Think small, like now people want to see like why think small. So don't make your content sound like a sales pitch. You bound the readers by their choice. Then focus on risk reversal. We have been talking about it. So in risk reversal, from grammatical errors to your word choice and to your intention, everything comes in risk reversal. You need to understand ki this particular thing might trigger this particular emotion. Since you're just persuading people, right, you're capturing their attention. And that is it from my side. I will quickly help you go through portfolio as well, like what all things can be into portfolio. Meanwhile, do you guys have anything that you want to ask regarding copywriting?
Um, since I'm a boarder, I didn't attend like the first two classes. I didn't even know they were held until like I attended today's one. So can I get? Is there a recorded version of those classes or anything
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that?
there is the every class has been recorded and shared with you. Uh, I guess on your dashboard when you sign up, you will get to see, okay, get to see the recordings, right?
For me, it's showing like 26th of August it's gonna start, and then that's about it. Nothing else will happen to it. I think it has closure or something. Not sure.
Hmm. I guess try texting to the Yuva team once for this assistance. Otherwise, let me know. Uh, I will share this particular thing that you are not able to see the recorded sessions.
Yeah, okay, I'll try doing that.
So please try. Ask them if that's possible. If they reply you on time, that will be great. If not, let me know. I will share this query with them.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect.
Was today's class supposed to be held like Sunday?
No, on 30th only.
Oh wait, right, today is 30th. Right, I was following the 5 day wala thing.
What 5 day?
Like our classes, like our first two classes were on Sundays, and then I thought this class would also be on Sunday, and then I forgot today was 30th.
Hmm. And that's how you give the audience the right information at every time, because they'll tend to assume a lot of things.
Yeah.
Is there a schedule to attend?
Sorry.
Is there a schedule to when the live classes are gonna be at?
Yeah, it might all have been shared with you when you signed up.
Nothing has been reached. And I can't get access to my phone or WhatsApp like every day. Sometimes, like today, I got to know there was a session via email, hence why I couldn't get my phone out. Otherwise, nothing is allowed for us.
Okay. No, try contacting Yuva. Uh, Keep your phone for some time, because I don't know, they must have been driving out emails for this thing. I am not the part of the technical aspect of it, but yeah, try to reach them out and speak your issue completely with them. And they have recorded sessions like what we are recording right now will also be available.
Okay, sure, I'll do that.
Perfect. This particular document is there which will help you understand how you also make your portfolio. So these 4 5 topics we will be covering here. Okay, bro, let's go. This document takes a lot of time to load only. If I'll stop sharing, it starts moving. Hmm. I don't know why it takes a lot of time to move. Hmm. Can you see my screen? Is anything visible on the screen?
Yes, the portfolio PDF.
Perfect. Perfect. I believe the next page opens up now.
So I had a question.
Yeah.
What is the qualification needed? What is the qualification needed to become a content writer, like official content writer?
Hmm. See, as far a lot of things depend. There are a lot of courses that you do, right? Like the one you're doing right now. But
Yes,
what
sir.
makes you a great content writer is by implementing what you learn and by writing a lot of content. Because there is in creative fields, there's no such thing where you just do a course and you are something. You have to practice. That's why I spoke in the first session that you need to write quantity of content. I am a pivoted writer and marketer. I am an engineer by degree.
Yes, sir.
So I got into this field and I got to a point where I am helping you understand the nuances of writing content and how to make it. Also, I am right now a faculty in a college teaching this particular thing. What made me stand in a very small, like short period of time in all of these things is the consistency, the quantity of content that I've been writing. So the only thing that will help you is portfolio. And in portfolio, you write the quantity of your content and the best of that quantity of content that you've written.
Yes, sir.
तो आप कोई भी डिग्री कोई भी कोर्स कर लो, कितना भी एक्सपेंसिव कोर्स कर लोगे, अनलेस यू स्टार्ट राइटिंग. There's a book, small book on strategy. In that, the very first line is, I know this is a very great book. I've compiled great reports I've shared. That's a 30-pager book only. And that author goes and starts and says that this is very great book. Every report is great. But I know a lot of people will not be able to make it in the writing scene because they will not implement whatever I'm going to share.
Yes, sir.
That's the thing.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Portfolio, you all know, it's a comprehensive document. It's a comprehensive uh, PDF that you make, which has your skills, has your previous work, and if you don't have any previous work, your content pieces that you've written over the period of time, you add that. If there's any accomplishment, any experience, which helps the recruiter, which helps the person who is onboarding you as a freelancer, as an intern, or as a job person, it helps them to analyze what all things you've done. And it's like a sales pitch and product specification brochure at the same time. So you need to be very picky and very, what can I say, uh, happy and joyful in your portfolio. You need to be someone who is learner and also knows what you're doing. So how to make a portfolio? You can go to the Canva. This is a screenshot of the Canva. You go to portfolio and there you see a lot of different titles of portfolio are there. Online portfolio, student portfolio, portfolio cover, ye falana dimkana, a lot of it. You choose a template out of portfolio. Either you can write creative portfolio, minimalistic portfolio. You'll have 5-10 pages. You'll have sequence in it. You'll have some arrangement in it which you can use. But basic approach is you go to the Canva and choose a definite slide that you like, and then you start working on it. Now, the thing is, these are two steps that you can do. One is pitch anyone you know. Your portfolio can be talking to just your relatives at first if you're just going out. You have made the cover page, then you have given maybe table of content. If you don't want to give table of content, you talk about yourself, what about your personality and how creative or writing style helped you to do a lot of things for the brands or for different people or for you as well in different aspects of your life. And then you start showcasing different projects. If they are blogs and all, you can give different links. So Canva mein, if you type a chota sa paragraph and then you type, let's say this is to read the complete blog, type here, you select the whole text, you right click on it, and there is a tab open on that particular thing, and there is an option link in the right click when you're doing the right click. That links give you the access to put your blog document link or your blog link in that particular thing. And when you press OK, the whole text will be underlined and that text will be then tappable. When you tap on it, it will redirect you to that thing. But you can write your all pieces which you feel proud about, which makes sense from brand's perspective in your portfolio. Then pitch your relatives for the business, whatever you are like. I will write blogs for you, and these are the blogs that I've written. This all thing I can do. And when you are pitching them, you talk about them, you build your authority, and you say, I am the writer that you're looking for, and you need the blog to make awareness.
So, what is the limit that a person should know where they are like maintaining a professional portfolio, and then the next minute they're just blabbling about their accomplishments? What is the limit between it?
You will know when you we there were 8 skills that you need to ace as content writer in the first session. The one was to proofread it. While proofreading, when you read the content, you will know this is a sales pitch and not a creative content writer pitch. Because
Mm-hmm.
as a content writer, you will know that this is not the zone, your zone.
Yeah.
When it becomes too salesy and too much about you and not a balance of how the brand can get a benefit out of your writing and how you leverage in the particular scene of writing, if this disbalance will be there, you will sense it.
Mm-hmm.
But adding on a lot of content which does not make any sense, a lot of content pieces that you've made which does not make any sense, will drive them away. People will feel that this is too much of things, and then it's okay. You
Yeah.
give cream to them, 5 7 pieces, 10 pieces of your content, great content that you think are great. You give them in your portfolio. You talk about them a little bit, that this is the content piece that I've written, why I've written it. You write a small paragraph about it as well on that page only. And after that, you can give them a drive link attached key. You can try this drive link to see more of our work.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can take it to like relatives business, to a nearby cafe or a nearby small grocery stores and small supermarkets that you've seen. Ask them, this is something I can do. Even you
Yeah.
can partner
Yeah.
with
Show
some.
them your capability.
Yeah, that's it. You start offering them services. It can be for free initially, but now you have a thing to show, you know a
Yeah.
sample.
Yeah. Qualification that we can do it.
Yeah. And also this can be something where you get business. Another approach can be, you start your content page only, where you start putting out content for people about hobbies, and you grow that page to a certain level where you digitally can show the, like, your Instagram profile will become, or your LinkedIn profile, or your Facebook or YouTube or Reddit profile, Twitter profile will become your portfolio, and you can share it then as a portfolio. And through that, people ask you your content journey and how they can collaborate with you.
Yes, sir.
So these are two ways to approach the portfolio. Either you can make a proper document, pitch directly and get businesses. You can use those content pieces that you write to grow your own social media presence. Third is random. So initially, when I said writing quantity of content, I spoke about taking a brand, writing their blogs, taking the same topic, writing your own blog or article for them. The third approach is that only you create random work sample for any company. While approaching, you're sharing your portfolio. For example, let's say Gypsy Media wants to pitch to a jewelry store now. I want to go to the jewelry store, and if I just take my portfolio with them and I say, I've done a lot of things, who are passionate people, Gen Z driven people, the team does a lot of work. We don't know what's cliche things, what cliched content are. We just work on creativity and just blabber about everything. That does not make sense. If with all the blabbering that I'm doing, I I take one small poster sort of digital poster sort of thing for made for that particular jewelry brand, and I say with all of the experience that I come in, all of the that I just did, I present it to them. And this is what our team has made for you as a token of gift. This is what we have written for you. Maybe Instagram copy, maybe reel scripts for 2 3 pieces of content. You give them.
A lot of people do that. They submit their works in their portfolios, like they attach it and then they send it. Like, yeah, I've seen a lot of people do that.
That makes more sense for them. The fourth point also goes about a technical aspect of it. You can use the Canva and make any for your Instagram page. If you say you are a writer and you want to just talk about different brands, go about go on Canva. You will find the logos of the brand, use them, and just type down, if I have to write for Coca-Cola, they use this thing, but I would write this thing and share it. That also builds authority of your perception and take on content writing.
A lot of people do that for editing. Like, I see a lot of videos
Yeah,
editing for a particular company until they recognize me.
that gives you two approaches. You directly approach to the brand what you're writing for, and also you build authority from your skill and ask different brands, or different brands are intrigued then in your type of content.
Yeah.
These few things you can include in your section, in your portfolio, that is about me section, your services, testimonials if you have, work samples that we just talked about, Instagram feed picture if you have made Instagram profile. All of these things, for us, maybe it will come to the point where you go to social media samples and content writing samples like emails, blogs, and everything. Scripts, real scripts, if they are produced and on the feed, that will make more sense. And the certificate of your Yuva internship also, like Yuva content writing thing, also helps because it is labeled with IIM and reputed institutions. And at the end, you give them a contact me page as well, where you write your email and your professional number if you have. If you don't have any number, people prefer to have a number. If you don't have, email also works, but if you can have a professional number, it's better. I think majorly these are covered. These are few samples, right? This is Neha, see about me. Then this is the cover page she has. She's given her name and directly what she wants to target. She's given her position as well: social media marketer, consultant, and content creator. Directly personalizing the tone here. Struggling to increase your presence on social media. Then she talks about herself, then her experience. Okay, this is like the trail is like this: about me, and then experience. Where is my cursor? Experience. Then work samples are here in experience only. Work samples, work samples. Then here she shares her services that she's offering. Design and implement social media strategy to align business goals, creative captions, find, edit, schedule content, collaborate with marketing and sales team, then communicate with followers, respond to it. These are all services she is offering. And at the end of it, she says contact us and social profile links. This is one example. Another example is this, where she talks about her experiences. Okay. So she had a cover, but due to the less space in this particular document, we started with about me only. Then she shared a set of skills that she has. She has a lot of skills, and hence this particular. That's why I said visualize what you want. Then she shared the services she offers. Out of this only, the skills that you write, no, you will get the idea of what all services you can offer. Then she started sharing her profile work portfolio. This is something won the best advertisement advent award in the GSS Young Entrepreneur Contest. कितने पार्किंग स्पॉट्स है पार्किंग पंडित को पता है. Find reserve mark locate parking pandit. This is the kind of content calendar she has developed. This is a thing that you might also have to learn in coming days when you start working, that this is content calendar. The feed the feed again with views also, so this builds authority for her work that she's doing. This also work samples, then she's sharing the previous experiences she has had. And then here her social profiles and the achievements that she has, and a contact us page in the end. We did not want to get it repetitive. Similarly, this is different example where she is again capturing the audience attention, creating impactful digital presence. Then she writes her name, what her skill is, about her, the services that she wants to offer, and primary skills. Project 2, this is also content calendar that you work around. This is designs that she has made, insights, if there are any insights, right? Certifications. So these are three different type of approaches to your portfolio building. Perfecto.
So, about the internship course, is everyone going to receive the internship?
I believe the people who are more active in the content writing part will receive the internship. And by content writing part, I mean that how much of content you are writing, how much of an understanding you are having. Because also there is a part of selection, right, where the brand select the individual, the writers like you, who give that their interview or this test that a brand has.
Mm. So, we'll have to write a portfolios for that also.
Yes.
Interesting. I don't have a lot of certifications for content writing. I might have quite a lot for public speaking though.
Yeah, that will help you to understand, your skill can be public speaking. You don't have to have a lot of certifications to build authority. Work samples makes a lot of authority. That's why certifications are never in the beginning, they are at
Mm.
the end of the trail.
Yeah.
So think over it. Wherever you find difficulty, you can reach out to me. And because this was my last live session with you guys have a another live session left. But I guess that's with the technical team or the resume building team. That's my last live session with you guys. I hope you enjoyed the session throughout, and I hope you got to learn a lot of things throughout the session.
Yes, honestly felt amazing.
Great. With this amazing feeling, you start writing content. That's the main motive.
Yes,
Perfect. Okay, guys. All the best. Take care and good night.
I sent the
Well,
coffee link on the chat, I think. Yep, I did.
Yeah, yeah. You said send the ad. Yeah. I've
Yeah.
opened it in my another tab.
Oh, all right then.
Sorry.
All right then.
Okay. Bye bye. If there's anything you want to reach out to me in case, I have different Gmail ID now. You can reach out to me on Gypsy Media IND. I will write that out for you guys. You can just copy it. So this is the email address. The other email address is still working, but there's space issue with the email address. So I will figure out that thing. But for now, this is the email ID you can reach out to me on, or Instagram if in case you have unusual Harsh. Even LinkedIn works. Unusual Harsh. You can find this username over there as well.
All right.
Okay. Bye. All the best.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Same to you. Bye. I'll have to stop recording now.